Got to interrupt Creedence Clearwater Revival because our special guest is on the MPW Digital TV Celebrity Hotline. He's got a brand new magazine, and as a matter of fact, I was just looking through it, and it's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Chef Robert Irvine, how are you, sir?
Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm doing great. So I'm sitting here, Chef. I'm looking at the magazine. I love it. Congratulations. This is great.
Thank you. And you automatically feel much fitter, right?
I do. Well, all it takes for me, Robert, is some people working out. You got that in the magazine. Some recipes that I think I can handle. And the first one that caught my eye immediately was that grilled herb flank steak. Wow.
That simple food done well. The idea of the magazine was to help people change their lifestyles, slowly, not all at once, and throw everything out the pantry and go out and buy all new clothes and buy it. I wanted you to kind of understand why you buy food, where you buy food, and how you buy food, and what's in that food that you don't know about.
Right, and that's what I
go on to the working out piece.
And I appreciate that because this is laid out in a way that, and I'm just kind of was skimming it, but I thought. And I love how you started. No excuses. There's no such thing as waiting for the right moment to make a change. And isn't that true? Because sometimes we get busy and then we start to make excuses, Robert, and all of a sudden it's been 6 months or a year and you've made no change.
Yeah, we January is the start time that everybody thinks, all right, I've had Christmas, I've got New Year, I'm going to do this, and they never do it. Mm-hmm. And that's the case for a lot of people, or they'll start, and 3 weeks later they quit because we are busy. We do have kids that require a lot of attention, or husbands or wives. And what I'm saying is, hey, do it all together. Everybody should cook, everybody should clean, everybody should work out together. In the real world, you can do that. I travel 345 days a year, 150 of those in the military, and we do the same thing. We live that lifestyle. So, I'm not saying you can't have a beer or a tequila or a vodka, but, be really smart about how you change about your lifestyle, slowly.
I love it. I mean, I have a 4-year-old and an 18-month-old, and we just try and get outside and be active and go to the park, and and now there's really no excuse because the weather's broken and it's it might be a little humid in the Midwest, but so what? We got to get outside and get moving.
Yeah, I think Tony, all these folks that give their kids the iPhones and the computers and the games, and listen, you can do that, but all you're doing is stemming that person's growth in that, hey, let's get out, let's go crazy, let's scream and shout, and let's run and have some good food. And I think if we get kids out and get them more energetic, and of course, still learn on those computers, but not for 8 hours a day. I see kids, and I talk to kids that are on them Game Boy things forever. I'm not against Game Boys, but what I'm against is kids that don't get enough exercise.
Yes.
And then we worry about why there's obesity in the country and why our insurance goes up because we're not taking care of those problems.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I want to get back to the military for a second because in the first issue of Robert Irvine Magazine, which you can get at chefirvine.com/magazine, Invincible Spirits, you team up with Gary Sinise. Talk about that for a minute, Robert. It seemed like that event, it was great, and Gary just seems like one of the best guys ever, huh?
Well, first of all, Gary Sinise is one of the most amazing human beings on the planet. We are partners in the Invincible Spirit Festival. So basically, every year we go to all the military hospitals. We just finished 2 days ago in Walter Reed feeding 8,000 people.
Wow.
He puts on the concert. We do a big barbecue. The week before that was in Los Angeles with our first responders, our veterans, firefighters, and border patrolmen. Then the week before that, 9,500 at Brooklyn Army Medical Center. So about we do about 100,000 folks a year, and Gary plays the band, and we also do the Medal of Honor winners, which you'll see Medal of Honor, which is a huge honor for us to do. You'll see that in the next issue. Some really superheroes. The original Forrest Gump will be in that issue. So the military tie for me is huge. We can never give enough support to our veterans, their families, their caregivers, or our military, and Gary is a huge part of that. For me, I used to do a lot with the military on my own. We partnered up, and we're doing even more. I think by the end of this year, we would have built 46 homes for severely handicapped warriors through the Gary Sinise Foundation. So it's a big deal,
No, I love it. I just interviewed Soledad O'Brien on Monday from CNN, and she talked about a documentary that she had about.
That is so funny.
Yeah, veterans coming home and.
She's a friend of ours.
Oh well, I tell you what, Robert. I think that as a country, we can always do a better job of taking care of these veterans once they get back from serving to keep us safe. So the work that you have done, along with Gary and everybody, I mean it. Thank you. I mean, it's tough work, but man, when you can say that you fed 9,000 people and you build 46 homes, that's a real thing right there, man.
Yeah. And you're right. One of the things we started in 2015, and you'll see this in the magazine coming up this year. 2015, we started our live show, Robert Irvine Live, a theater show in Japan. 7 bases in Japan, and we finished at Christmas in Afghanistan. A couple of weeks from now, we'll be in Germany, Italy, Spain, Jordan, the border of Syria, and Iraq.
Wow.
So, we travel 150 days with our troops to let them know that we love them. And yesterday, I got the biggest honor of all. I got to lay a wreath in Arlington Cemetery, which was something really special.
Well, the work you're doing is incredible. The magazine is great. I love another portion of the magazine, the spring cleaning, where you talk about putting away comfort food, and then, it's really not as complicated as people think. Like I'm looking at it right now, Robert, the peanut butter protein shake. That looks awesome. I mean, that's not hard.
It's not hard, and this is the thing, Tony. We want to make it simple for people that can understand. When you read this book, I have guys and girls on this that had this book that have lost 78 pounds, 48 pounds, 100 pounds.
Wow.
They set the goals, you set your pace, and you follow your pace and nobody else's. I'm just giving you the information, and it's really fun to watch the kids make the shakes. They can make a mess, and it's okay to make a mess. They just got to clean it up afterwards. So it's a lot of fun. The book is a great read, and I want the whole family to be part of that. I used to take my kids to supermarkets and let them buy fresh vegetables and then chop them up, cook them, and do all sorts of things. And now they are very different eaters than they would have been instead of just doing chicken nuggets and mac and cheese.
Right. No, it's such a good thing to expose them. Listen, the magazine is great. Again, you can get it at chefirvine.com/magazine. Before I let you go, plans for Restaurant Impossible, what's coming up on the Food Network, what can we look forward to seeing? Can you give us any hints?
Well, we have a new series coming out, a limited series, Triple G Impossible, Guy Fieri and myself.
Nice.
Which is kind of fun. We're waiting to see whether season 14 of Restaurant Impossible comes back or not. We'll let you know when that happens. We've just finished the end of season 13.
Wow.
And daytime talk show coming up, syndicated very soon, September. And just lots of work with our military and continuing our food line and just helping people in general.
Well, I tell you what, Chef, you're an inspiration. I mean, that is an incredibly busy schedule, but I know you wouldn't have it any other way. And the work that you do, again, it's great. And I appreciate you being on the show and talking about all the good things that you're doing. And I definitely want everybody to read the magazine, chefirvine.com/magazine. It's wonderful. And about like 10 issues a year is what we're looking at, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're going to start like that. We're looking at doing an app on your phone so you can download it and all that sort of stuff easier. So there's a lot of things in the process. We open a restaurant in the Pentagon in the 4 weeks.
Wow.
And then one in Vegas and one in New York. So we're kind of busy.
It's awesome. Well, listen, if I manage to not burn the flank steak, I'll send a picture and tweet it to you, okay?
I love it. Yeah, tweet your pictures. I love it.
All right, Chef Robert Irvine, continued success. Thank you for all you're doing, and I appreciate your time, buddy.
Thanks, Don. Take care.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye.